everyone, today we're going to be going on our candy egg shopping spree. So we're so close to 3 million candy eggs, so we're just going to do a quick lap of the river so that we get our 3 million, and then we're going to go shopping. So here you can see I've got my 3 million. So now we're going to head over to the first area of Sugarfest and see what we want to buy. So there's all this furniture for bucks, but I am not interested really in any of it. I may get one piece of each at some point just so that I've got it, but I'm not too interested. Stickers we'll buy at the end depending on what we've got left. We're going to buy 50 Choco Bunny boxes for another video, so stay tuned for that one where you can see what bunnies I get. We're now heading over to the second area of Sugarfest where we're going to see what else we can buy. So we're up near Jeroba Jam. Oh no, I decided to pivot. Sorry, doing a voiceover, kind of forgot what I did here. I've come down here to look at the petware. This is the first hat I like. So we buy one of those, which is adorable. The candy chisels we're not going to buy. I think I've got 26. Yeah, no, I've got lots of candy chisels. So we're going to do that at another point. The chocolate syrup fridge, I thought why not? Might use it in another build at some point. And now we're heading up to Jeroba Jam. And I seem to fall. I'm not very good at manoeuvring around the map at the minute. So I buy 16 ready for a mega. I just check if I've got any first. I don't, so I buy all 16 ready for my mega, which will be made at some point. Have a little look at the petware, not too fast. I'm not personally a person that uses petware, but I quite like the hats. So I buy one of the cheesecakes, and then I spot something as I'm flying. I spot the plane. I know I must have it, so I buy that. But then comes the issue. I cannot drive. I am a terrible driver. So as you can see, I'm trying to head to the next area of Sugarfest, but it's not going great. So I spend a little while crashing into things, trying to understand how this plane works, and then decide maybe it's time to walk. Actually no, I just bought this, let's make it work. I then read the instructions and learn how to do it, because it says it on the screen and I was just blind beforehand. But even with reading them, I'm still very confused. I then think, am I just meant to float? And then all of a sudden I understand how to do it and I'm flying. So we go over near the mochi mallets where we get the mochi meow, and I decide I don't want any of them. They're not something that really interests me this time. I think it's cheaper to just trade for them because I've never seen such a low value legendary. So I'd rather just trade for them than waste my candy eggs. So we're flying over to the Waffle Circus. It may seem like I know how to fly now. I decide that it's not worth trying to land and I would rather jump out of my plane. We then run over, have a little look at everything, buy 16 waffle whims because I absolutely love dragons. It's adorable and I would need a mega. And then have a look at the other waffle items and decide I don't want any. I think about going to get my plane and then I say absolutely not. I'm then really confused where the rest of the Sugarfest pets are. So I have a little look in my journal and see what else I might want. We have to find Sugarfest in the origin. And here we are. I went past it. There we go. And I realised the only other pet we can buy is the crocodile. So I head over there. I have my little navigation system. Use my glider, which I'm a much better driver with, and head over to buy some crocodiles. I then spot something on my way over, as I normally do. I'm a bit like a magpie. See this beautiful hat and buy it for myself. I also think about buying the stroller, but I don't want to waste that amount of candy eggs on it. Then go over to the crocodiles, buy 16 of them again for a mega. I'm then looking at what I've got. I then see a lovely crocodile hat that I decide I must have. 7,500 candy eggs for a hat is kind of a lot though, but it's okay. Then I realise we still have candy eggs left, which I'll put on the screen. So I decide I'm going to go buy some more boxes. We buy the rest of the boxes that we can. I then spend the leftover on sticker packs. And I have the amount of Chalky Bunny boxes, but I want 100 for a video, so I then run back to my grinding server, ready to try and get them before the update ends. We got all the pets we needed, and now it's just trying to make sure we get enough candy eggs for the bunny box video.